Hey, this is Wes with Ultra Safe Driving, here to give a merging tip. This is for anybody who wants to learn the what's called a SPUI intersection, SPUI merge. I think it stands for single point urban intersection or something like that. But anyways, it's a very common intersection in Idaho now, and this is definitely for my students on the freeway drive. So, okay, got Google Earth here, so let me go ahead and I will zoom on in. So just to give you a bird's eye view of everything. And we are going to be going to 10 Mile Road. Okay. So this is Highway I-84 right here. Meridian's over in this area. Wahoo's is right here. Roaring Springs is next to it. So this stretch is 10 Mile Road. And we're going to be getting on the freeway here and traveling east. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and zoom on in. Oops, excuse me. Let me bring it down here. Okay. Okay. So, when you are coming down 10 Mile, we're going to be turning right. So we put on a right signal. We're going to get in this right turn lane. Pedestrian bicycle check, standard procedure. And we're going to be going along here. Now, the merge itself is very simple. It's a long merge ramp, at least a quarter of a mile long. You have lots of time to find a gap, build speed, check your mirrors, check everything. But that's not what I'm talking about on this video. What I'm talking about is the actual merge ramp itself, not the merge onto the highway. It's a merge ramp that's stressful. And so let me show you here. Let me bring it over here. And you'll see that as you come around this bend, as you come down, you see that your lane is ending here. It's merging in with this middle lane here. It's merging in with this one. And then as you proceed, you'll see that it's not very much longer before this lane, the one that you just got into, is actually merging into this one on the left here. Okay. And as you see, they kept it fairly wide in case there's two cars next to each other. They're not going to be pushed off the side of the road, but basically they're going to be merging in together here. So let me go back here. Let me bring it back. So what you got going on is you have three lanes, 1, 2, 3, that basically become one lane fairly quickly, usually in less than 10 seconds. And that's very stressful if you have cars that are coming around here, because these cars coming around are all tailgating each other. There could be large vehicles, and of course these people here will need to get in this lane. So you got to get into this middle one, the second one, and then get into this one. And which means that there can be an extremely amount of slowdown here. And you'll witness that. You'll actually see a lot of times cars will come to they'll be coming around real fast, and then right about in here when people do lane changes, of course nobody has following distance, so they're just kind of wiggling in and cutting people off, and it causes a slowdown here. Very stressful, very, very good chance of a rear end collision. Let's take a look at these people coming around here. So again, as you come through here, there could already be vehicles coming in through here. So let's go ahead and look at them. So here they are right here. Okay. Basically, these cars right here are in a left turn lane. There's even a big boy right here, it looks like. So let me go down to street view. I want to see, take a look at what the street view would look like here. Let me zoom in, see if it'll go to street view automatically. There we go. Okay, here. So, yeah. Oh, there it is. There's the two left turn lanes right here. Two left turn lanes. And these people, I can zoom around properly, are right there. They're basically going around that bend there, as you can see. Let me see if I can follow them a little bit. Okay, so what I was just talking about is coming down 10 miles. So essentially, let me back off here a little bit. You're coming down this hill, going into a right turn lane here, and you've got to merge in with all these people. And this isn't even a lot of people. There's been times where there's a lot more people than this, and there's some 18-wheelers in there, and that is not fun. That is extremely stressful. It can be very, very bad merge there. Let me go ahead and see if I can exit street level here. Okay, now where am I again here? Okay. Somehow my screen got tilted a little bit. See if I can move this around. Oop, oh, hold on. Don't get dizzy on me. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, somehow I moved it upside down here. I'm trying to fix it here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yeah, going down 10 Mile here. Again, Meridian is over this way. Nampa is over this way, just to get your bearings again. So you can be going down 10 Mile here, and then we're going to be getting turning right here. Pedestrian bicycle check. Don't forget your right signal. Now, the trick to this, now that we've identified where people are coming from, where's the dangers, the potential problems, we have to say, well, okay, what can I do to fix this? What can I do it? Well, it's actually a very, very clever, unique trick, and you can do this maybe in lots of different situations. It's a timing trick. Now, what I mean by timing is it means you're going to be playing with your speed, either speeding up, slowing down, doing whatever it takes with your speed so that you get into a situation so that you do not have to stop. The goal here is to not stop, is to not come down in here and stop in here. Let me zoom in here a little bit. The goal is not to come in here and come to a stop here. There is no yield sign here. There is no stop sign. There is no traffic light. Maybe in the future they will put one in, but there's nothing here. If you come into this area and you come into a full stop, you can get rear-ended. That's why we're going to check early. Now, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, but basically, if we do have to stop here, because I'm sure you're wondering, well, what if I actually do have to stop? What if there's just too many cars and I can't even merge in? Well, for one, we're going to go in nice and smooth, very smooth, and start slowing down, slowing down. And we might even time it correctly that right as we get to the end, these people are all gone and we can actually go in safely. But worst case scenario, if there's still a lot of people, we will stop here. I am not going to force you to merge into this total chaos right here. We will come into a very smooth stop and put on a left signal. So if there is anybody in back of us, we are going to control them. And the best way to control them is with early braking. Yes, we could be annoying them, but I don't care. Okay, again, as we come around here, if there's a good possibility that we will stop, we're going to just really slow it down. So if there is somebody in back of us, we're going to control them, prevent us from getting rear-ended, because I am not going to force you into merging it. Now, this is a technique that I do. I actually have done it myself. I have miscalculated, and I've come in, and there's been loads of cars, and I will just come to a very smooth stop here, almost treating this like a yield area. But again, there's no yield sign there. Now, what we're going to try to avoid that stop here. Again, that's why we're doing the timing trick. Again, timing, when you're talking about timing, the goal is so that you don't have to stop, especially in an area that does not have a stop sign or does not have a red light. You do not want to stop. You want to try and time it so you don't have to stop. Here's an example of a timing situation. Let's say you're coming in here and you're going to be turning right, and you can see a bicyclist right here along this path. Well, you might slow it down just enough that right as the bicyclist crosses over, then you kind of keep going. That is looking ahead and playing with your speed. You might say, well, there's a bicyclist right here. What if I go in and I speed it up just a tad, and then I can go through here, and then the bicyclist goes in back of me? Or you might time it and say, maybe I will slow it down. And so right as I get there, the bicyclist will come across, and then I don't have to fully stop here. That's advanced driving. Timing if you're doing timing, that is awesome. That means you're in advanced driving. A lot of people, they're not even looking that far ahead. They're texting, tailgating, or speeding. They come in fast, and they come to a stop here and possibly get rear-ended because the guy in back of them doesn't get a proper heads up, and or they assume that you're going to go all the way through. But let's say you go in, and then at the last second you see the bicyclist, and you hit the brakes, and maybe, hopefully you don't hit the bicyclist, but you hit the brakes hard. Anyways, you get the point here. That it's just so nice to be able to look further down the road and try timing techniques everywhere. Because remember, the goal in a situation where you don't have to stop. If it's a situation where you don't have to stop, you're legally not required to stop, the goal is not to stop unless you absolutely have to. And the best way to do that is through timing. So we're going to go down 10 Mile here, and I'm going to be looking all the way down the road, almost a half mile down the road. I'm going to try and time it so where you get on, there's going to be nobody coming around the bend here. Okay, so we're going to go down 10 Mile, and I'm going to tell you either to speed up or slow down. Now, if I tell you to speed up, it means chances are we're going to try to go around and get on here before the cars come around. Or I might say, let's slow it on down. We're going to try and time it so that right as you come in, these cars are already gone. Okay, so either one, we're going to try and time it to where we go around and we beat the cars here, or we go around and we just come in when they are already gone. So that's a timing thing. That's the first freeway trick when it comes to merging. This is a very common intersection, and again, a lot of people, they just drive, they don't even look down the road, and they just kind of say, well, I'll deal with it. If there's a problem, I'll deal with it. Well, you know what? That problem can turn out to be very bad, or at least, if anything, a big headache, okay, or just stress, or just add stress to your life. So again, just with a little bit of timing here and thinking about the potential problem, you can easily see that there are some simple solutions to it, and this is one of them. So again, just to recap real quick, if I lost you, we're going to go down 10 Mile, and we're basically going to try and time it, which means playing with our speed. I'll help you out to where as we come in, we're going to try to merge on in and do our left lane changes here with nobody here. So we're going to really, really be watching for these people right here coming around the bend. We're going to be looking at headlights if it's at night to see if we can time it. This is not that bad. A lot of times there's cars, 18-wheelers, all backed up here. And again, worst case scenario, if you do come around and we don't time it very good, we will just start braking and real slowly come all the way down to right about in here and come to a smooth stop right here. And it probably will just take a few more seconds for the cars to clear, and then you're going to hit the gas, the left signal going in this second lane, and then another left signal to go into this main lane here. And in case you are wondering, you'll see how long this merge ramp actually is. So keep in mind, this is still the merge ramp, still merging, and it gets parallel with the highway. And which is really nice because as it gets parallel with the highway, you can now use your rear view mirror to see back up the highway. In this area, whoa, what am I doing here? Let me fix this here real quick. In this situation, as you're coming in at an angle, you don't use your rear view mirror. In fact, sometimes you can barely use your side mirror. If your side mirror is wide, in this situation, it should go back up the highway. So you can start looking in your side mirror here. And again, if you don't do this quite correctly, it's not that big a deal. Just extra FYI. But then as the merge lane is becoming more parallel, you can use your rear view mirror. Now again, if you are right here and you're using your rear view mirror, you are seeing vehicles probably right about in here. So if your vehicle's here and this is your rear view mirror going all the way back here. So again, so you could use your rear view mirror and see vehicles here, but you're also going to need to use your side mirror to see back in this area here. Okay, so your rear view mirror could get way back here, your side mirror could get right here, Your over the shoulder and out the window check is basically getting right here. And then as you proceed, you can keep checking all those mirrors over your shoulder as you proceed. And again, look at this. This is a long merge ramp. Okay, look at that. Still merging. Still merging. There it is. There's the end of the merge ramp right there. It's pretty long. Okay, you're going to have a long time to find a gap and build speed. Now, just to kind of show you here, let me back out a bit. But you're not going very far. Okay, you're not going very far before you take an exit here. Okay, so we're just going to go down here. Again, we're not going very far. Oh, I went too far here. Oh, I think my... Let me flip this around. Sorry here, guys. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so let me go back down here and show you real quick the how long it is. Okay, again, you're coming down here, and your merge ramp. Oh man, your merge ramp is going all the way to right here. That's pretty far, and you're only going to be on the highway for about 35 seconds before you take the exit here. And this is the start. Where's the start? Here's the start of the exit, right about in here. So you're only going to be on the highway for about 35 seconds, and then you can take the exit, and then we'll do it all again. So the first merge is quite simple, but anyways, the main part of this is to talk about that timing technique and just to show you that you don't have to just hit the gas, get on the merge ramp, cross your fingers, hope for the best. That there is some strategy, there are some tips and tricks, and if you end up pulling it off, you'll actually feel really good. You'll feel like it's really clever. Keep in mind that if you do these types of tactics or techniques rather, if you do these with friends or family in the car, they may not know what you're doing. You may have to explain later what you're doing. Okay, I am always constantly explaining to people what I'm doing because a lot of my friends and family, they don't know what I'm doing because again, these are advanced techniques. These are timing tricks that can definitely, if anything, reduce stress in your life, and it's definitely reduce stress on your highway drive. So anyways, I hope this helps you out and gives you a little more confidence for the for the freeway drive. And again, the freeway drive is very systematic, so don't stress out over it. It's very, very good. We'll just get on the freeway once, and you'll be on for about 35 seconds, take an exit, and if you want to take a break, we'll go down somewhere and park and take a break, talk about it, and see if there's any issues. Let you exhale and relax a little bit, and then we'll get back on. And of course, the second time you get back on, you're going to feel much better. So again, don't stress out over it. Very easy, very systematic, very strategic way of doing it. Every single student, and I mean every single student who does the freeway, at the very end always says the same thing. They always say, that wasn't as bad as I thought. So just keep that in mind too. Okay, thanks. Bye.